Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Mark Ramone, joined today with Mark Sherry. And we just heard another great block of music brought to you by Mark Sherry. We finished with Jake Manzi, Singing to the Wall. Before that, Frank Manzi, Tumbleweeds 2. And we started off with Cheryl Wheeler, When the Fall Comes to New England. I got to say, that is just an iconic song about living in New England that I can definitely relate to, especially
Oh,
right now. Like you said, this is the fall theme, right?
yeah. Yeah, it really is. That is so much of an iconic song. I would totally agree with that. Cheryl is she she can hit it out of the park sometimes. She's
Yeah.
had 13 albums. She is
Wow.
probably one of the most accomplished folk singer songwriters, in this region ever. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, she's quite a talent, and she's actually had many of her songs covered by famous people like Bette Midler, Kenny Loggins, Garth Brooks, just to
Wow.
name a few. Um, so she's also an accomplished comedian as well, and a lot of her music is really fun. And if
Yeah.
you ever, in the future, hopefully soon, we'll get a chance to see her. She's just puts on such a great show.
And she's really respected by her peers. Like you mentioned, when famous people are covering her music, they really respect her.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. She did a concert that they recorded. I was reading about this and I haven't heard it because it was never apparently put out as a regular album. But I think, she did one with Mary Chapin Carpenter. I'm now forgetting who else. Somebody else as well, very well known.
Yep.
Forgot, but anyway, she's definitely has some creds, that's for sure. And speaking of creds, Frank Manzi with his tune "Tumbleweeds" too. That's a great song. Frank is a Springfield, Massachusetts, singer songwriter. He's been around for quite a while. He's very well known in Western Massachusetts, highly respected throughout the music community. And this particular song, Tumbleweeds too, it's just got such a great driving beat. I just
Oh, yeah.
I just thought it would be like the perfect song for a road trip.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I like, I never heard of him before, but I could hear some, Bruce Springsteen in his voice and mixed with country. And maybe I got a feeling of the Bodines.
Yeah, and this song Tumbleweeds 2 was done in 2007. The original Tumbleweeds was from 1993, and it's actually you'd think that, well, maybe they would sound similar, but they're very different songs. One day I'll like to find out from Frank why he decided to call it Tumbleweeds 2, because like I said, it's very different. So,
Yeah.
and it's a great song. And actually, Frank has a new release that I saw is coming out on Tuesday, November 24th, called the Becco Sessions.
Oh, great.
And yeah, so he's been working on that through the pandemic, and definitely excited to hear that.
And it's great to see that he's passing on his genes and his talent to his son, Jake.
Yeah, Jake is doing really well. He's out in LA now. He grew up in Western Mass in Longmeadow, Massachusetts, and now he's an LA resident. And this song of his, "Singing to the Wall," was done in 2016 and actually recorded at Spirit House Studios in Northampton, Mass, with Danny Bernini, who was our
You were on
special
last
guest.
week?
That's
Yeah.
right. He was our special guest last week. He actually told me that Jake is going to be coming out with some new stuff very soon.
You
As
heard it here
well.
first.
Yeah, with a very different sound apparently as well. So he's branching into something new. So, but all I can say is this song, "Singing to the Wall," which is the title song from his 2016 EP, I just think it's got great rhythm, that song, and I think it's an excellent song. And
Absolutely.
I hope that he doesn't abandon this completely, because I think he does this so well.
So what do we have coming up in our next block?
So next block, we've got two artists, and we're going to start off with our next song. It's going to be called "Let Go" by Grayson Ty.